Meanwhile, in Allison's car, with Allison driving her way to the small church, with her sister Faith sitting in the passenger seat beside her on her iPhone calling Max, but got his voicemail and hung up. Damn. No sign? Oh my god. I just remember Max saying he gotta go to Melissa and Adam's wedding. Is Dad coming? Yeah, he is. By the way, I'm sorry Lucas couldn't come. I didn't realize he had to pull a double at the hospital tonight. Well, look on the bright side. He's saving lives one day at a time. That is one way of putting it. I couldn't be more happier when Corey and I started family. Even though I had a son, I just want more, if you know what I mean. Meanwhile, at the Thornton Justice of the Peace Church in the men's dressing room, Corey's finished putting on his bow tie. Just as Roman came in, and Corey turned and saw him. Little brother, I take that you got my text message. How's our sister doing? She's still shaken up. What I don't understand is, why the hell is Ryder hovering around our mom? I've already told him to stay the hell away from my family, but something tells me something's going on between him and our mom. Honestly, mate, I strongly think he's responsible for what happened to our sister. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Jordan's office, Taylor came in and saw Ryder at Jordan's desk, and as she closed the door and head to where Ryder is. Chelsea said you have something to show me. Yeah, I do, and it's huge. And as Taylor went around to where Ryder is, I'm downloading the paper right now. What is it? And as Ryder looked at Taylor, my son is remarrying Allison. Aren't they already married? After all, that stunt at Meredith's wedding. Yeah, I know it. You don't seem happy by it. No, it's not that. It's Stephanie. Don't beat yourself over this. I knew I shouldn't slept with you. Blaming me isn't gonna solve nothing, and we both know that. Meanwhile, in the dining room, Jordan and Lucas are having dinner while talking. Maybe you're right. I have buried myself in this career as a second option because I don't know if my singing career will work out. I'm glad to see you have a great mind. And as the men came to their table, and Jordan and Lucas saw him, honey, I didn't know I thought I'd surprise you too long. Well, clearly you have. Overall, I'm glad you're here, Dad. Perhaps, and as Brandon sat down, facing his son with his wife beside him, we can have some family time. Well, some of us though. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the recreation room where Melissa and Adam's wedding reception is taking place, everyone is having a good time. Let's get to Sheldon, who came to where Nate is. And he saw him. How's things with Carly? Dude, I don't want the rest of your family to find out. You know they're going to in the end. Carly doesn't need any more publicity, especially what happened with Holden. And as Rich and Samuel came to where they are, and Sheldon and Nate saw him. Where's Alice? I'm right here. And as Alice arrived to where they are. What's going on? Nothing we can't handle. And as Tracy came in the room, ladies and gentlemen, and as everyone turned and saw Tracy, let's give a warm welcome to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Adam McLaughlin. And as everyone began applauding and cheering, just as Melissa and Adam came in the room holding hands. Meanwhile, outside in the courtyard, Molly came and saw Slitter sitting on one of the benches and head to where he is. Just as he noticed her and she arrived just in time for him to get up and face her. I got your text. Then you trust you know why. Make it quick. Jeez, what's the rush? Ain't like you have a family. Oh, that's right, you do. And let's not even begin to talk about the luxurious lifestyle you have. Okay, No rush at all.
Good, because I'm gonna need your help.
What is it?
I need to be prepared for whatever shenanigans Sheldon has to throw at me.
Meanwhile, at the Thornton Justice of the Peace Church in the men's dressing room, Corey and Roman are talking. I'll tell you this. If anything happens to our sister, I will kill the bastard myself. That's if I don't kill him first. Anyways, how's things going with you? Going good overall, which is why I decided to finish my senior year come January next year. I just need some time to figure out my next step. Seriously, dude, I'm proud of you of what you did. Even though I don't give a damn of what people think. All I know is I know who I am. So, you ready for take 2? Well, 3, seeing that we already gotten married at my wedding to Meredith. Yeah, I heard. Pure savage on Allison's part. Speaking of which, and as Corey got his iPhone out and began calling Allison. Meanwhile, in Allison's car, with Allison driving on her way to the small church with her sister Faith sitting in the passenger seat beside her. Let's get to them talking. Clearly, you and Corey have been through a lot. I mean, the nerve of Meredith, what she was trying to pull at your wedding after she'd been found out. Yeah, I cannot believe it myself, but her diary was the key to taking her down. It really doesn't matter at this point now. Corey and I are gonna begin a new life, and this time, Meredith or anyone else won't stand in our way. I just hope it lasts. Trust me, it will. And as Allison's iPhone rings, can you get that please? And as Faith got the iPhone and saw it's Corey and answered. Hey Corey. Hey yourself. Tell Allison we may have a problem when you lot get here. And as Faith looked at Allison, and as Allison saw, what is it? Corey said there may be a problem. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Jordan's office, Taylor and Ryder are talking. I'm sorry. It's just, this is too much for me head to buckle. Are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just focus what's on that screen there. Here we go. And as Ryder pull up the image. Oh my god. This can't be true. Yet it is. And as both Taylor and Ryder's iPhone both beeped at the same time. And they got it and saw a encrypted message. What the hell is this? This was taken at your house, no? Question of the matter is, why the hell is it on Jordan's computer? Meanwhile, in the dining room, Jordan, Brandon, and Lucas are talking. Well, I am glad you came, Dad. Look, I know how much you lot miss me. Then can't you move back and be with your family? That's why I'm here. Yellowstone's been a dream of mine as I know it to work there since I was 23. But now that I've worked for that company for 20 years, it's about time I come home with the people I love. And as 2 people came to their table, and they all saw it. Kristen, Noah, Dad texts us to meet for a family reunion. Wait, did you plan this? And as Lucas looked at his mom, we both did. And now it's time we told you the reason. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the recreation room, where Melissa and Adam's wedding reception is taking place, everyone is having a good time. Let's get to Melissa and Adam, who went to where Tracy is. Well, Tracy, we can't thank you enough for all that you've done for us. I just want you 2 lot to be happy. And we are, thanks to you. Really, Tracy? You shouldn't have gone through so much trouble. And as Rachel came to where they are, and Tracy, Melissa, and Adam saw her. Seems these 2 lot are smarter than we give them credit for. Alright, enough games. Why, the games is just begin, mate. What do you mean by that? And as the others came to where Tracy is, I have a feeling we're all gonna find out. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Chelsea's looking at the porch of her and Jeff. We have come so far. Well, till I met Josh. And as Jack came to where Chelsea is, Chelsea. And as Chelsea turned and saw Jack, what are you doing here? You know, the last thing I checked, this is a place of worship where anyone is involved relax. I'm not on your case. Seems to me you are. Speaking of which, it's really kind of odd that you decide to show up here and I'm not here for you. You're here to see if I can win back your ex-fiancée, Lucy, right? No, but since you brought it up, have you seen her, by the way? Meanwhile, in the courtyard, Molly and Slater are talking. What do you mean by that? I told him that I'm pregnant with his child. You know he's gonna do a DNA test, confirms I'm not putting my child at risk, so he better not ask. You didn't tell me you slept with the guy. I don't go blabbing and revealing everything I do, now do I? Fine. What do you want me to do? Make certain Sheldon and I become number one. And when I mean number one, the number one couple on the planet. Well, perhaps not number one. Kinda crazy when I thought about it out loud, but that this pregnancy of mine don't come to an end at all. Meanwhile, in Allison's car, with Allison driving on her way to the small church, with her sister Faith in the passenger seat beside her, on her iPhone talking to Corey. Tell him we're near the church. Yeah, she said we're almost there. Good. Call me when you get here. Will do. And as Faith hung up and put Allison's phone right back in the cup holder and closed it. That didn't sound right at all. Relax. We're almost there. We have weathered so many storms. There's nothing Corey and I can't handle. I just hope in the end we get hitched. Not to worry. You will. I mean, you already are, but you're in the process of renewing your vows, making certain it sticks like that. That's the main focus we have to do right now. Meanwhile, at the Thornton Justice of the Peace Church in the men's dressing room, Corey and Roman are continuing talking. Anything I should take care of? Yeah, I almost forgot to ask you. If you mean by me being your best man, of course, count me in. I'll be honored. Really? Just like that? Dude, it's your wedding and we're family, so let it be the best wedding you ever have without any interference. Mainly from Merida. Yeah. Anyways, our mom should be on our way. I'm gonna go check if I'm needed. And as Roman turned and went and left the dressing room, and as Corey hid to the area where his stuff is, and saw no charger, and as he began looking through his stuff, with no sign of his charger in sight, and as he looked at his iPhone, and it only has 8% of battery left. Strange. I thought I bought my charge up here when I bought the rest of my stuff. Oh well. And as Corey went and got his keys and head out the dressing room and went down the hall and down the stairs, and as he head out of the church into the parking lot and head towards his car, and arrived, and as he pressed his alarm button on his car keys, thus unlocking his car, and opened the front door, which is the driver's side, and as he put his iPhone on the charger, and got out, and closed the door, and turned and saw a Rolex watch on the ground not too far from where he is. That's strange. And as he head to where it is, and arrived and got down, and pick up the watch, unaware that he's now being watched by the mystery attacker, now disguised as a nurse through the window from within the church. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the underground parking lot, Taylor came out of the hospital and heads to her car with Ryder. Look, I know you're worried about your daughter. I'm worried about Stephanie as well. Can we talk about something different, please? Okay, what about you and I? There's still words to discuss. And as they arrive at her car, and as she turned and looked at Ryder, after we go to Allison's wedding, you and I are gonna go back to your place and we're gonna make love. And as they opened the car, and both got in and closed it, and Ryder turned and noticed a pregnancy kit in Taylor's cupboard. And before he said anything, Carol came to where Ryder is and knocked on the window, causing Ryder to turn and saw her there along with Taylor. And as she rolled down the window, "You mind giving me a ride? My car's still at the shop at the moment." "Sure, Ryder." "I know." And as Ryder got up, while Carol went and sat in the front seat, while Ryder went and got in the back, and as they both closed the door. "It is so good you caught us in the nick of time. We were in the process of heading to your daughter's wedding. Yeah, I've been calling most of my family to come there." "Speaking of family, is your husband on the..." "Yeah, I just got a text from him saying he's near there, and I told him I'll call him as soon as I get there." "Well, we better get moving." And as Taylor started up the car and began driving away. Meanwhile, back inside in the dining room area, Jordan, Brandon, Kristen, Lucas, and Noah are talking. "So, what brings you two back in town?" "Actually, we're planning on staying here for the foreseeable future. Hopefully for good." "I heard you're starting a singing group, by the way." "Yeah, it was all Meredith and Abby's idea." "How's that coming along?" "It's going great. Anyways, I better be heading back to work and checking on some patients, but I'll check back in on y'all soon." And as Lucas got up and turned and walked away. "Now then, on to you two lot. How long have you been back here? And don't tell me you just gotten here." "A couple hours. It's been a real mess at the airport. No thanks to the hurricane back east at all." "Yeah, I heard in the news. My heart goes out to all them people who's been through a lot. No thanks to Hurricane Sandy and all. I just hope everything gets better over there. Not gonna be easy, I admit, but I think in time, they will all come together." Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the recreation room where Melissa and Adam's wedding reception is, everyone is having a good time. Let's get to where Nate is, who went to where Carly is, and arrived. "Dude, people can see us, relax. We can still be mates. Besides, nobody knows about us being together more than that." "Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I guess this whole wedding of Melissa and Adam has gotten me on edge." Melissa and Adam did a brave thing today, which ultimately saved your dad from getting sent down. "Yeah, but what I fear, that's only the beginning, because clearly Tracy has a reason for all this." Meanwhile, let's get to Rachel, Samuel, Victoria, Melissa, and Adam who are talking. "Did you two get anything out of Molly?" "Strangely, no. But we're not done with her. Not by a long shot." And as Max came to where they are, and they all saw him. "Hey, I hear congrats in order." "Yeah. Look, mate. Sorry I fired you at the last second. It's cool. Just so you know, I'll be asking you to be my best man at my wedding, and I'm not gonna change my mind when I do." "Well, I'll be happy to be your best man." And as Victoria's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw a text from Tracy saying, "Since you obviously took Max's place as Adam's best man, now it's the time for you to make your congrats speech. Unless you want your sister Molly to get sent down." And as Samuel sipped some warm Victoria, is everything alright? And as Victoria looked up and saw Samuel and the others looking at her, meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the recreation room where Melissa and Adam's wedding reception is taking place, everyone is having a good time. Let's pick back up where Rachel, Samuel, Melissa, Adam, and Max are all looking at Victoria and sent some warm her. Yeah, everything's cool. Speaking of Max's speech, I have to make one for you, Adam, since I'm your best man. And as Victoria signaled a waiter who came to where they are, just in time for Thomas to also come. Why don't you grab a glass from that tree? And as the waiter arrived, and they each got a glass of champagne. And as Thomas also got one. Look, Victoria, I was kinda hold that thought for a second. Can I get everybody's attention? And as everyone quieted down and turned and saw Victoria along the others. I want to thank y'all for coming here at a special occasion. More importantly, and as Victoria turned and faced Melissa and Adam, I want to say congrats on the newlyweds. Melissa and Adam McLaughlin are one of a kind. You see, I've known this man for a very long while, and he has been the best friend that's happened to me. More along the way, but we won't get into that. Also, meeting his new wife, Melissa, well, I knew from the moment she came into his life that these two are soulmates and that they belong together. Going forth, I hereby want to make a toast towards my best friend and his new wife. We're going through a lot, no thanks to Tracy, but overall, I hope your marriage holds out well. So, to news stories. Well said, Victoria. To news stories. And as Sheldon also says, to news stories. And as everyone says, to news stories. And as everyone began to drink the respected glass of champagne, just as Molly came in the room. Well, well, well. And as everyone turned and saw Molly. Nice speech there, Victoria. Because I have an announcement of my own that I want everyone to hear. Molly, and as Sheldon came to where Molly is, what the hell you think you're playing at? First, I want to say congratulations to Melissa and Adam on their wedding. On Halloween, what better way to show everyone else, even though it's a spooky night, to get wedded. I am happy for you two lot. I'm quite certain there's more to come. Can you just get to the point to why you're here? Well, of course I can, Melissa. I wouldn't want to disappoint you on your wedding night. Now, getting back to what I was saying, I have some good news. Seems you and Adam aren't the only ones to deserve a congrats. What are you doing? Please don't do this now. And as Sheldon arrived where Molly is, just as Rich and Samuel came to where they are. What's going on? What's going on? Well, I'm about to tell you right now. Sheldon and I, well, we gonna be having a baby. That's right, you heard correctly. Sheldon and I are gonna have a baby, the two of us. And as the announcement left everyone stunned. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Chelsea and Jack are talking. Lucy is here, but I don't think it's a good idea for you to see her. I think I should be the judge of that. Even if she were to see you, she's with someone else. Look, Lucy and I've been through a lot to let anyone come between us, especially Holden Grimes. Well, I guess you didn't hear the news. What news? No. You sealed your fate by opening your mouth, so tell me and don't dwindle. It is really not my place to share, but if you insist, why don't you find Lucy and she can tell you herself? Why can't you tell me since we're here? That's because it's between you and Lucy. Please excuse me. And as Chelsea turned and walked away, Get back here! And as Chelsea stopped and turned and faced Jack. Last I recall, I don't answer to you. And as Chelsea turned and walked away. Heading outside towards the courtyard. And arrived at one of the benches and saw her mother sitting down, looking at her as if she was waiting. Mother? Hello, daughter. And as Tracy got up, so good for you to be here. You look shocked to see me, or is it something else?
Mom, I don't know what kind of game you're on. Of course you do. Seems to me you look shocked to see Jack.
Why is he here, by the way? Your guess is good as mine, Mom. But I got a better theory for you. You should really be worried about being sent down for killing my dad. That's if he's dead in the first place.